Hi, I'm Gary, one of the technicians here down at KD Motorcycles. Today we're going to be fitting some tech bike parts to this lovely Benelli Leoncino 800. If you missed our previous video, you can click the link down below. So we have our adjustable rear sets, some nice bar risers. We also have our bar end mirrors and a lovely set of LED indicators. Right, so let's crack on. I think first I'm going to try and tackle the indicators, get the indicators on, and then we'll go and do the bar risers afterwards. What I'll do is I'll just test fit them first, make sure they work, and then I can wire them in. What I'll do, I'll move to the rear, I'll get them loosely fitted, and then we can move back to the front if we need to, just to tidy everything up. Okay, so that's the indicators now wrapped up. Now we're going to move on to the bar risers. I used to be a machinist actually, but you can see the striations in the metal where it's been machined. So that's been machined from one solid piece of aluminium. Right, so that's the bar risers now fitted. Now we're going to move on to the bar end mirrors. That's a 7/8 bar. So normally you'd have a completely hollow bar, or sometimes there's a threaded insert in the bar. Now this has a setup which isn't very common. The thread is actually threaded into the outside of the bar. So you end up with a thread that looks like that, as opposed to just a bolt with a thread. So the best solution I've discovered is to reuse the original piece of hardware from the factory bar end. What we're going to do is simply unbolt the 6mm Allen bolt from the bar end, which will release this piece of hardware, which we can then reuse to mount our bar end mirrors. Yeah, I mean, obviously the plan was to remove the foot peg and just use that as a replacement for the original pillion rest. However, the diameter of that peg there on the knuckle is a lot smaller than the standard peg. So I don't think we're going to be able to use this particular peg on this bike, unfortunately. Now, obviously this is a universal part. It's not actually made specifically for this bike. So, I mean, it was worth a try. You have to try these things in order to find out. Unfortunately, it didn't work out right for us this time. So we could have potentially just used the peg rather than the peg and knuckle and fitted it that way. However, if we'd have done that, the peg would have been loose. So that's obviously a safety concern, and also in this country an MOT failure. Okay guys, so that's a wrap with our Benelli Leoncino 800. We managed to fit most of the parts we wanted to fit today. We managed to fit the bar risers, the LED indicators and the bar end mirrors. Unfortunately we couldn't do the foot pegs, as you've all seen. However, that's not an issue with tech parts specifically, just a typical thing that you'd encounter with any universal part. The quality of the tech parts is brilliant. Really nice to work with. So stay tuned to the next episode where we'll be taking this out for a ride. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you later.